Welcome to G Health University. This is a training module developed to help you gain an understanding of various concepts you will encounter while working out of GBON, Jabaco, and G Health Enterprise as a whole. This course is part 2 of the Basic MEDENT series. In the last video, we introduced MEDENT, GBON's EMR, or Electronic Medical Record. At GBON, MEDENT is used for most of the daily functions of the care management and outreach departments. Before we begin, we need to log into MEDENT. As was covered in the last video, you will need a username and password. If you have any difficulty logging in, please contact someone in the compliance department for your login credentials. For today's lesson, we are going to explore a chart. The best way to explore a chart is to create a new one from scratch. The first step to creating a new chart is to go to the patient information screen. This should look familiar from the previous video. In the patient information screen, press Enter in the first line to create a new chart. This is the demographics page. The demographics page shows all of the basic information about a GBON member. It can be populated at any time. It is important that you, as a GBON employee, make sure that the information is correct. Information you will initially need is the member's name, address, phone number, and email address. These categories must be typed in manually. Birthday, sex, race, ethnicity, and language are all clickable text, which allow the user to select options from an attached menu. For this account and any other fictional members, it is important to include the word test as the last name. Please observe as I fill out the left side of the demographics page, starting with the name, first name, which will be GHU for G Health University. The last name will be Test. And for the address, I'm just going to use the GBON office address. For the phone number, I'm going to use GBON's phone number. And for the email address, I'm going to use G Health University's email address. For birthday, you just click the word birthday, select the year that you would like to go to, and the date that you would like to set as the birth date. Please note that all GBON members must be at least 18 years old. Again, I just picked the date and the year. Sex is the member's birth gender. So what they are born with, not necessarily what they identify as. Race is a series of checkboxes. When you click the word race, they appear. And you would select all that apply to the member. And then you just press the checkbox up top for done. The ethnicity option is whether or not the member identifies as Hispanic or Latino. You would select Hispanic or Latino if they do, not Hispanic or Latino if they don't, or if they decline the question or didn't specify whether they were or not, you would select declined. Language takes the user to a separate menu. This area behaves much of the same way as a demographics screen. All of the blue text leads to separate menus to select from. You'll note that the country option automatically fills for English to United States. For other languages, for example Spanish, if you click country, you have to choose from one of the various countries listed. This is because of demographics. Some languages vary from area to area. For example, Puerto Rican Spanish and Mexican Spanish and Spanish Spanish are three different languages. The right-hand side of the demographics page requires you to fill out the location, provider, referring doctor, and PCP, or primary care physician. It also requires you to insert any insurance information that may be required for the member. To fill out the location and the provider, all you need to do is click the blue text for provider and select GBON, which is option 18. This will automatically fill the location and provider selections. Referring doctor refers to the doctor that's ordered the member to go to GBON. Again, all you need to do is click the text for referring doctor. If this section is empty, you may need to select the Smart Lookup and remove it. Again, to do that, you click these three little lines in the top right hand corner and click Smart Lookup. If there is a check next to it, it is activated. If not, it is not. From there, you would select the doctor that referred the member to GBON. PCP functions in much the same way. Again, you turn off the Smart Lookup and you select the primary care physician. They may not have a PCP or a referring doctor. If they do not have a PCP, it is our job as a health home to connect the members with a primary care physician. Next, we are going to fill in the insurance area. First, click Add New Insurance. From there, you will select the type of insurance the member has. If you need to, press the Smart Lookup and turn it off. Again, to turn off Smart Lookup, you need to click these three lines in the top right hand corner of the window and then click Smart Lookup. The next step is selecting the type of insurance that the member has. You can either scroll down the list or type in the kind of insurance that the member has. For our purposes today, we will be searching for Your Care insurance. In this screen, once you've selected the insurance, input all relevant information. Once everything is inserted, you need to press the check mark if you're done adding insurances to the member in total, or done and new if they have anything else that needs to be added. If you need to add the member's social security number, you would click Insured's SS number. For our purposes today, because this is a new member, we're going to be pressing Done and New. And again, we're going to just press the check mark to get through. And the second insurance we're going to add is Medicaid. It is important to know that all GBON members must have Medicaid active. With Medicaid, it's important to know that it's the same process as adding your other insurance. You fill in all necessary information as given to you by the member or by their card, and then you also have to make sure that you have the member's CIN, identification number, and add that to the chart as well. When you are finished, you press Done. You make sure that the order is 2, as Medicaid is always listed as the second insurance on the chart. If you do make a mistake and put your main insurance as second and your Medicaid as first, that's an easy fix. All you need to do is go into the insurance that you wish to change. Click in the bottom right hand corner where it says Bill Order, and then change the bill order of the insurance to the desired order. In this case, we're changing Medicaid to second. Afterwards, all you need to do is press the check mark. Press it again and again until you're back on the demographics page, and now you are all set. This is what a completed demographics page looks like. There are still some facets of information that are missing. Along the top of the screen, there are buttons for Pharmacy, Patient Portal, and the e-newsletter. Along the bottom of the screen, you will see several additional buttons. They are Insurances, Notes, the Ledger, Charge, Billing Message, Second Address, Appointments, Status, and a chevron, which allows you to make additional changes. We will explore each of these buttons in a later video. For this video, we will focus on Pharmacy on the top and Status on the bottom. Clicking Pharmacy enables you to add the member's pharmacy information, where they go to receive their medications. Press the Edit button to add the member's pharmacy information. Be sure to double check that you are using the correct address, as some pharmacies may have more than one. Examples of this might be Rite Aid. After you've selected your pharmacy, click it and then press the check mark. The Pharmacy button will now be highlighted a light blue color along the top of the screen. Moving on to the Status section. Status opens up several extra options for the member's demographics. Like the main demographics page, the blue text opens up new windows menus to utilize. At GBON, it is required that you at least enter the household family size and household income. To do this, you just click the blue text and select the number of people that are in the house, or decline to specify. The household income is a type-in option. Other options below will automatically fill in as you put in different numbers. You can also mark that the member refused to report their income. When you're finished, press the check mark. The last thing that we're going to go over in this video is just a preview of what is to come. Clicking the Chart button, for example, leads you to all of the various divs in areas of the chart that can be filled out to help with your care coordination. Pressing the check mark out of that will leave. Pressing the HIPAA button allows you to view the member's HIPAA information as well as lead into other areas of the chart. We will go over how to access and edit all of this information in the next video.
Thank you for watching today's lesson
On the demographics page in MEDENT, you should now be able to answer the following questions. How do I fill out the demographics page? What is the proper insurance order? What does the clickable blue text do in MEDENT? In the next video, we will further explore the chart. Thank you for watching.